The best of the Morning X. 99X.
Thanksgiving meant a very, very complicated triangle of couch to table to bed for me, but not everyone had it that easy.
That's a normal weekend for you, Barnes.
Very true. But there were not usually turkey and stuffing and all that good stuff. But we want your Thanksgiving horror stories.
We know there are plenty of them. With any good holiday, there comes bad stories, right?
Of course.
Tony.
Just with relatives coming over, that means.
Hey there.
Hey.
My boss had a really bad experience over Thanksgiving. She was at her mother's house having a family dinner. Different members of the family brought different dishes. She got food poisoning and died.
What?
That's probably about the worst Thanksgiving story for this family ever.
She went over to someone else's house, ate their food, and died?
She went to her mother's house.
Her mother's house. That's tragic.
Yeah, and it was a family gathering,
man.
and different family members brought different food. They don't know whose food was bad, but only 3 of them got sick, but she died.
How would you like to know that the food you made was responsible for
It's amazing.
Killing your
mother's
mother.
death? Right.
That's, So I'm sure this family, they own a small business, and I'm sure they will never have a really pleasant Thanksgiving at this point.
Wow, and they don't know. That's weird, and they can't pinpoint the dish.
I don't think they want to.
Yeah, it's right.
Would you want to?
Right, it's like when they, when they have like an execution squad, they always put one blank in,
right,
so that nobody really knows who pulled the trigger.
You want to know if it was the green beans or Aunt Nellie's sweet peas that did it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Or the mince meat.
Was anybody
throw away the leftovers is, for sure.
It's probably good to know so the people that ate it can go get checked out.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else got sick?
Oh, 3 of them got sick. 3 of them went to the hospital, and my boss went into a coma and had a stroke.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
You know
that's
what?
sad.
That sounds like, seriously, that sounds like it would have to be the bird. That sounds like the kind of thing that comes with, like, salmonella or something like that.
The stuffing in the middle of the bird didn't get cooked or something.
Well, or the bird, because, turkey, I don't know if you know this, turkey is one of the absolute filthiest of all poultry products.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me. I'm glad you told me after.
Well, it is. They're
Thanksgiving.
they're filthy. They're filthy animals.
Well, Tony, we're sorry to hear that story. Thanks for calling.
Well, thanks, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye.
I know my Aunt Bonnie makes cranberries that could kill somebody, but that was serious.
What else you got there?
Reg.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Reg.
What happened?
How y'all doing today?
Good.
And your bad story, sir?
Yes, sir. I wish somebody had died at my Thanksgiving.
What
but,
a nice thought.
my wife and I, we hosted big client of mine for Thanksgiving. We were going down to Florida, and upon arrival, we were having a big dinner that first night, and he notified me that he was their whole family were vegetarian, so that sort of ruined a big filet dinner we were having. But I then continued to present him with this golf club that we had bought him for being such a great client, and damned if he wasn't left-handed.
Oh,
and it was a right-handed golf club, of course.
I'll tell you, you talk about the spectrum. This guy's Thanksgiving was ruined because he got a left-handed golf club instead of the proper one. The guy before, her Thanksgiving was ruined because the person died.
Ours does get a little worse. We then went through a series of where everyone had this 24-hour bug, and I caught it. Was down Monday. My client caught it on Tuesday. His son caught it on Wednesday, and his wife caught it on Thursday. So that ran the gamut. But
also because there's always a lot of kids at the Thanksgiving table, and kids are always sick.
And it was that way.
All right, well, thanks for calling.
We appreciate it.
All right, let's go to, is this Heather? Or who's this, Heather or Dean? Hello? Is this Dean?
No, this is Sean.
Sean, that's right, Sean.
Sean, what's going on?
A lot of phones going.
Nothing much.
What happened to you?
Well, I worked and ate hot dogs for Thanksgiving, and then about 3:30 this morning, I was staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
What?
Yeah.
There's a nice mixture. Hot dogs, shotguns.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it. I got robbed at the place I was working at. And it was pretty wild. I'll tell you what, I can't describe the guy too much, but I can tell you everything about that shotgun. Pump, sawed off.
Wait a minute. Let's back up.
Yeah, let's back up.
First, you had hot dogs for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Why?
My girlfriend was out of town, my mom was out of town, and I don't have any other family here in Atlanta.
Ever been to Morrison's?
Yeah, he's a bachelor.
Never been to Morrison's.
I had to work, so I couldn't go to Morrison's.
So he had hot dog. Where do you work? Can you say?
Well, no, because he got robbed. I don't think that's...
I don't want him to come get me,
Was it
that plus might be kind of... I work downtown Atlanta, around the Hilton and the Marriott, around that area.
Is it a store-type place, or was it a coworker?
No, it's a hotel.
You work at a hotel and you were robbed at the desk?
Yeah, I was robbed at the desk.
I'm sure we're going to hear about it on the news.
I don't know. You might.
Okay, so someone came in, pointed a shotgun at you, and took all your money.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't quite that quick. He didn't have to say anything. As soon as I saw that shotgun, that drawer was open and it was on the counter, buddy.
Yeah, it's their money. Give it to him.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't, just shoot you for the sport of it downtown Atlanta. That happens sometimes.
Did he say anything to you?
Yeah, he said, let me out.
Let you out?
Yeah, because we got a little lock on the door, so that, and there's another guy. I don't know if the guy was with him or a customer, but he was about to crap all over himself. Well, so was I, of course.
Did he have a mask on?
No, he just had a hat. He was an older guy. He didn't seem to care too much about hiding his identity, but the other guy about got both of his shot. Wow. He was sitting here slamming on the door saying, let me out, let me out. I looked out, I told him, hey, man, I ain't touching nothing. This guy's got a gun.
Well,
so this guy bolts out the back on the emergency exit and sets off the alarm.
I hope you get that all taken care of, man. That's a very...
That's wild.
Yeah, it's all right now. I don't see a gun, so everything's cool.
Any day without a gun is a good day. Thanks for calling. We do have to take this. This I don't believe.
Oh, man, here comes... Where's Jerry?
Jerry.
What are you talking about?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is you're not going to believe this, but I swear it's true. We were sitting at my grandmother's table, and we all go into the next room. Or before we sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, we all go into the next room because she had just put the tree up. So we come back into the dining room.
You haven't even got the turkey off the table, and she's already propping the tree up?
Yeah. It's before it's a tradition, So we go back to her big table. We sit down at the table, and just as my dad reaches out to put a knife in the turkey, a mouse comes out of it.
No way! A rat? You're a liar. Come on.
A mouse? A rat came out of your turkey's butt?
Mouse. Yeah.
A mouse came out of the turkey.
I swear. My mother
Sounds like a Fellini movie.
Your mom threw up?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then what happened?
Absolutely. We weren't really hungry after that, so we went and watched some football and drank some more beer.
Well, how did anybody say, what did your grandmother, what happened? How does that happen?
How did a mouse get in there?
Now, it's an old house. She lives up in Dahlonega. It's an old house. And I know, we've seen mice up there, but I never really said anything. But it was gross. Oh, my God, it was so gross.
Well, I'm thinking for a Christmas gift, how about a gift certificate from Orkin?
There you go.
That's about one of the worst I've heard.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you
win. That's like the worst story I've heard yet. That's
well, nobody died, but
that's true.
That's pretty bad. Well,
all right.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for sharing, Jerry.
Sure.
This one's funny.
We'll see you later.
Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah. Jeff?
Jeff?
What's your Thanksgiving horror story?
Well, I live in Atlanta, and over the Thanksgiving holidays, I went out of town to see my family, and I hooked up with an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Oh, the holidays, and they're back in town.
I have done that.
The worst thing about it was 2 days later, right after Thanksgiving dinner, I was taking a shower to come back here to Atlanta, and I had a definite itch and so I ended up coming right back up here to Atlanta to see my doctor and come find out that I had picked up what is known as body lice.
God.
The price you pay for trying to stuff that turkey again.
That's right. Very nice.
Okay. Thanks.
San Antonio, Texas. Hello.
Hey,
what's up?
Not too much. I tell you what, I've got a Thanksgiving travel story from hell, though.
Do you really? I had, nobody on the road when I drove Friday, but yesterday I went to the airport. It was terrible.
Oh, I tell you what, that was our problem. We decided to fly up to Baltimore. Unbelievable.
Good or bad?
We got there at 6 o'clock Wednesday night.
Right.
And it was 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon before we got to Baltimore.
Wait a minute. You left at 6 o'clock from here?
6 o'clock from Atlanta.
Wednesday night?
No, 6 o'clock from my house. I spent most of the night with my wife in the Atlanta airport.
Right. Oh, there's a lovely Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. They keep telling us the whole time. They're saying, hey, there's a plane on the way. It's in the air. It's almost here.
And this was every hour we get this announcement. I'm trying to figure out where this plane's coming from or going to.
Right.
But we're sitting there in the airport for hours. I mean, there's screaming kids. There's people all over the place. We camped out. We're living at gate C12 in like Woodstock.
There's no worse feeling than that. I've done that before.
So wait a minute. So you're at C12. You got a whole terminal full of people there waiting for this plane that's supposed to be on the way.
Yeah, there's about 400 people because there's like 3 planes that never arrived. We finally came to the conclusion the airline's got like maybe 1 or 2 planes.
So what happened?
So finally, at 2:45 in the morning, they say, "Oh, we were actually wrong. There's no plane going anywhere."
So it's going home?
Most people went home, but we're idiots. So we took up their offer of a free hotel room for the night because we couldn't get back to our house because we'd had a friend drop us off. So we're not going to call them up at 2:45 in the morning and say, "Hey, come pick us up." By the way.
Did they give you any free travel or anything?
What's that?
They didn't give you any free plane tickets or anything?
Oh no, wait. Well, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
We get to this Fleabag hotel. It's the from hell that we're staying at near the airport.
Well, this whole thing's turning into a lawsuit from hell.
Oh, it was. Hey, I tell you what. If we won't be the only ones on that lawsuit.
Okay, so now it's like 4:00 in the morning. You're at the.
We're at the. It's a dump. It's a pit. I mean, it smells bad, but there's a horizontal surface there, so we're out for like.
Thank you. Okay.
We're out for like 3 hours. We get up early the next morning. We go in. We find out that the 7:30 flight, which is what they put most people on, got canceled. Never showed up.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then 9:00, which is the flight we're on.
Oh man.
Okay, they've shifted all the 7:30 people on.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, the ticketing agents have no idea. They're still selling tickets for the flight.
Step on into our hell.
So they give us a boarding pass. They give us 2 boarding passes. Me and my wife. It's like buses, so it's boarding pass 100 and 101, right?
Right.
Turns out they only have 99 open seats.
Oh, man.
So they closed the door in our faces, and then I said, "Hey, wait, what about our luggage?" They said, "It's going on to Baltimore."
Oh,
So I guess you'll be flying with them again.
So unbelievable. 5 hours later, they finally put us on another airline.
Which is amazing in itself because a lot of the major airlines will not accept vouchers from the smaller regional airlines.
No voucher. We made them pay for it.
Oh, you made them pay for it.
Man.
Oh man! So you finally get to Thanksgiving, like that night.
Dinner's over.
You got there at the end of dinner?
Oh, dinner's over. We got leftovers,
They gave you the leftovers at
least. He was there in time for a turkey
my wife's
sandwich.
My grandmother and her mother are feeding us leftovers. I mean, it's.
Oh man.
We're dead.
That's
and
nice.
then the way back, of course.
There's
guess
more.
who we're flying. We get on the airplane from Baltimore, going to Atlanta, and we get diverted into Columbus for weather.
Oh Jesus.
And then we get put on a bus.
Oh, that's fun travel.
4.5 hours on a bus.
That's fun travel.
Oh yeah. No, I mean that was. Yeah. I tell you what. Actually, that was considering everything that happened to us. That was probably the best part of the trip.
All right. So that's it. So you finally get back here via bus from Columbus?
Yeah, we left Baltimore at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we got here, they actually take us to the airport, and then we got to get a cab back to our place. And so it's about 11 o'clock by the time we finally get back home.
I think next time maybe we just stay home and cook turkey at home.
Oh, that's already been decided.
Morrison's.
Yeah.
Morrison's is good.
Here. The only reason we went up there in the first place was because my wife's grandparents can't travel. They're getting a little old,
So in the end, what did the airlines do for you?
Well, they gave us a ticket on their airline.
Yeah, congratulations.
Come on back.
Next time we want to spend a weekend at the airport.
That's great. That's
we
great.
Come in there and,
that's pretty funny.
It was funny at the time, I got to tell you.
You get the best story of the morning.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Love this time of the year to get your Thanksgiving horror stories or just Thanksgiving something humor.
Any kind of family
Humorous.
problems that may have occurred over the weekend, any catastrophes. Boy, on the way in this morning, I was listening to our replay of some Thanksgiving horror stories of the past, and I remembered the dude who called up who said that they went to cut into the turkey,
and there was a rat.
And a mouse crawled out of the turkey.
That was
Remember
a good
that guy? So I'm laying in bed Saturday morning, and it is 5 o'clock in the morning, Chicago time, and the phone rings. And
5 a.m.
It's now I have.
What day was this?
This is Saturday morning. I'm
Saturday.
in Chicago. The phone rings 5 a.m. and I must be lonely. And it is Dexter. Dexter, who, of course, answers the phone. This Dexter.
Good day, staff members. This is Dexter at the front desk.
Okay.
99X.
99X Dexter. Dexter watches my house from time to time when I go out of town. He house sits.
He's the one that doesn't know the names of your dogs, right?
Right. He calls one of them Alloy and one of them, he calls the other one Sherlock or something. Anyway, so, you know when your house sitter calls you at 5 in the morning on vacation, he's probably not calling you to tell you everything's fine, no problems.
Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving.
Dog's dead. What happened?
Well, what happened was he woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of rushing water, like it was coming out of a faucet.
So he spent the night at your place.
He was at my place. And I insist that he sleeps in my bed. Just because,
of course.
Anyway, no, he sleeps in the guest room. There are no men sleeping in my bed when I'm there or when I'm not.
Of. Okay.
So he tells me that there's a sound of rushing water, but there is no water coming out of any of the faucets. And in the background of the phone, I can hear, it sounds like he's standing in the bathroom with the tub running.
Or the shower going.
But there's no water coming out of any of the faucets. However, there is water pouring down through the light fixture in my kitchen.
The light fixture?
It has somewhere a pipe has broken inside a wall, and it is rushing inside the ceiling floor area.
What?
Flowing through the ceiling of my kitchen in buckets
Jimmy.
full. I said, Dexter, where is the water coming? I don't know. It sounds like it's coming from inside the wall. Well, you know?
So it's coming out of the bulb area.
Right. In fact, to the point where it has knocked the light
fire,
fixture.
Couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it could. I guess it could, to the point where it has knocked the light fixture out of the wall, and it's just hanging by wires. So we call the water company, and they tell us, well, you have to shut off the main valve to the house. Okay, where's that? It's out on the front lawn. You got to find that there's like a meter, and then there's like a spigot or some type of nozzle that you have to turn with an instrument.
So you're doing this long distance at 5 in the morning?
Long distance, I've conferenced in Dexter on one hand with the water company on the other. They are now trying to lead Dexter to where this thing is on the front lawn. So now I have Dexter out on the front lawn, and unfortunately, the little nozzle that they're talking about, it turns out, is buried about 2 feet underground. So I said, okay, Dexter, you're going to have to dig. I'm going to have to dig in there. And I said, all right, well, so
he's out here. Now, keep in mind, Dexter's on crutches.
So here's the Dexter is disabled, okay? He walks on crutches. So
he didn't sign up for this gig.
No, he did not sign up for this deal. He signed up for the satellite TV, and he signed up for the refrigerator full of food.
It's all one package, my friend.
He signed up for all that.
I'd like to know what Dexter was wearing at this point.
Oh, I know.
5 a.m. in the front yard.
By this time now, it's about 6. Dexter is out on my front lawn with a spoon digging under. I mean,
does he have like a cell phone with him?
Here's this short little black guy on crutches digging with a spoon on my front lawn. What does this look like to my neighbors? Like some dude trying to dig his way.
Golden nugget.
He's trying to tunnel his way into the house, or what? So it's like 2 feet under, and he's saying, I see you down there, but I can't reach it. Well, you got to dig a little bit further. So now my neighbor comes out to get her newspaper, and she sees him, and so she, being a good neighbor, thank you, Vicky, she walks across the street and, asks what's up. And Dexter explains what's going on. I can hear their whole conversation in the background. At one point, my favorite moment was this. Dexter went, "Ooh, what's that?" And I hear Vicky in the background go, "That's a worm." Oh, I see. So now Dexter is digging through worms and things, and finally he can't get to it, so they have to send the guy out from Stone Mountain. He gets there about an hour later.
And now your kitchen's completely covered with water.
I have in my kitchen 2 garbage cans full of water. Not little buckets, garbage cans full of water. So we shut the water off. Plumber comes out later. Let me just give a plug to, by the way, American Home Shield. We have talked about American Home Shield before.
They're lifesavers.
$300 you'll ever spend.
Absolutely. If you don't know what it is, it's actually $400.
Yeah,
but if you don't know what it is, it's you pay $400 a year, and then any major appliances that break down, any electrical, any plumbing, anything like that breaks down, they fix it, and all it costs a $35 service charge. And I have saved thousands of dollars on this over the years. So the plumber comes out, and he tells me that when he asks what kind of home I have a home. And at which point, he gives me the same response that every service person gives me when I tell them I have a home, which is a snicker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, they're big on cutting corners and second-rate stuff. I mean, this is what I'm told by service people.
So what time is this now?
The problem now is that the water pipe that leads up to the bathtub has broken off, okay? And that's where the leak has come from. Well, most homes, where they build them right, they have like a little access panel where you can access the shut-off valves to like your bath, your sinks and your showers and your toilets and all that. Well, not in this home. The plumber, in order to fix this, has to now take a hammer and chisel out the bathtub from the tile, chisel through the tile to get in there and fix the damn thing.
Only you.
So
and this now doesn't happen when I'm home. This can't happen when I'm home.
Your house is a mess at this point.
So I come home yesterday, and I mean, it just looks like I'm like, that's it. Get my real estate agent.
Maybe your rat messed up your pipes.
The rat ate through the pipes.
The rat ate through the pipes.
So anyway,
that's a horror story. That's a Thanksgiving horror story.
So finally, it's all taken care of. I'm looking forward to finally getting home. And as I'm driving home last night at 11 o'clock, the coup de grace is a message on my voicemail from my next-door neighbor screaming at me because Dexter has left the dogs outside and Ayla is howling up a storm, keeping him and his wife up till all hours of the night, screaming at me, understandably, because the dog's outside making noise. So
can't it ever be calm at your home?
No.
Ever?
No, it's a circus. And what happened to you?
Nothing bad happened after that story.
Fram leads the calm life.
In the end, Dexter did a good job. Can you imagine had he not been there and somebody had come like 2 or 3 hours later to feed the dogs? 3 hours of water pouring into the kitchen? I've been living in Noah's Ark.
Not good.
Okay, let's talk to Noreen, and of course the granddaddy of all horror stories is on hold. Hi.
Hi.
What happened? What's your horror story?
We were on our way to Alabama.
That's a bad.
I told you it was going to be a bad story.
Stop it.
Yeah.
We got pulled over for
there's
speeding.
More. Okay.
Got a ticket.
Got pulled over.
Yeah.
And so we took off, and the same cop pulled us over. There was a warrant for my fiance's arrest.
For what? For parking tickets?
No, for something that happened last year.
What?
Well, some kind of ordeal that happened at a show or something.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, but we ended up, he ended up in jail in LaGrange.
LaGrange. I know where that is.
There's
not a lot there.
Yeah, well, he had some stuff.
No, there's nothing there. So I had to bail him out $5,000.
$5,000 in LaGrange?
I mean, I don't know your family, and this may be par for the course, but I can't imagine going home for Thanksgiving and explaining that, sorry we're late, but my fiancé was arrested and thrown in jail.
Pretty hard.
I mean, what did the parents say? Maybe
they were not too happy.
Maybe you need to rethink this marriage situation.
No, never.
All right.
Tough.
Thanksgiving in LaGrange.
Yes, it was fun.
And now, when you talk about Thanksgiving horror stories and Jerry Springer type fiestas,
just pick a holiday and go to Red the Cabbie.
You go to the Walking Horror Story.
Red the Cabbie.
Hey, what's up, people? Happy holidays.
Red, what happened?
Red the Cabbie.
Well, I got one of them Jerry Springer type stories. As you know, Red the Cabbie's fixing to get a divorce.
That's right.
Red, you are a Jerry Springer type story.
Will we be able to go into the details of this at some point? Or
yeah, it's not. Oh, you talking about the divorce? I'll tell you, Ms. Red the Cabbie turned gay and go marry your girlfriend, so I figured it's time to move on.
She left you for a woman.
Well, that's what you get for going to those swap parties at those hotels.
Yeah, really, Red. You gave her too much of a taste of the other side, and she liked it.
I ain't worried about it. It worked out all for the better. I got a new girlfriend, so me and my new girlfriend.
God bless her.
Go to my soon-to-be ex-wife's family's Thanksgiving.
Red, where did you meet your new girlfriend?
She drives a cab, too.
Oh, good. It's
Keep
that
it in
new,
the family.
It's that new
Why not?
It's that new clean shaven Red the cabbie.
And no, the beard's coming back. Thank you very much. It's working on it now. But so I go to my soon-to-be ex-wife's family's Thanksgiving.
Why'd you do that?
Because they wanted to see my daughter.
Okay.
And they wanted to be my new girlfriend.
Okay, I got you.
This is because even when you guys were married, your Thanksgivings were always a catastrophe.
Well, then after that, I went to my ex-wife's house for Thanksgiving dinner after that.
Can you imagine when his new girlfriend sleeps over, you got the 2 cabs in the garage?
Well, they look for a house with a 2-cab garage.
She lives there now, so you know.
So
what happened?
All right, so first you go to your ex-wife, then you go to your soon-to-be
No, I
ex-wife.
go to my soon-to-be ex-wife's family's Thanksgiving, and then I go to my ex-wife's house for Thanksgiving.
With the girlfriend?
Huh? With my new girlfriend, yeah.
And you're not even divorced yet.
So where does the horror story come
neither
in?
is she, so.
Go ahead.
Where does it come in?
Huh?
Where's the horror story
I
come in?
didn't say it was a horror. I said it was a Springer-type story.
Oh, is that it? That's the story?
At any point were there any words exchanged? I mean, things are still probably very testy between you and Mrs. Red the cabbie.
She wasn't there.
Huh?
Yeah, but the
She
family
wasn't
has
there.
to
That's
be.
why I took my daughter. She wasn't there. She was spending Thanksgiving with her girlfriend.
Have you met the girlfriend?
Unfortunately, yeah.
How is she?
I can't go into that on the air. Y'all might get fined.
You might get fined.
Y'all might get fined.
What does she do for a living?
She used to drive a dump truck. Now she works at KFC.
Now she does
what?
And she looks like a dump truck driver.
Now
so.
she works where?
She used to drive a dump truck. Now she works at KFC. And she lost her license.
What is? Hey, isn't that one of the country songs we were talking about earlier? She used to drive a dump truck, but now she works at KFC.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That was one of those country songs.
Thanks,
Red. You got it tough, my friend.
Oh, man.
All right, well, y'all have a good one.
We'll see you later.
Oh, Red the
Bye.
Cabbie. That's a whole 4-hour show right there someday.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.